So we think a lot about, we research when we are buying a phone, or we are buying a car, or we are buying a house, or leasing an apartment, or we are figuring out who should we marry, and so on and so forth. We spend a lot of time making that choice. But where is the time in research and thinking and reflection when it comes to the question of who is our creator?
وإن كنتم في ريب مما نزلنا على عبدنا فأتوا بسورة من مثله وادعوا شهداءكم من دون الله إن كنتم صادقين فإن لم تفعلوا ولن تفعلوا فاتقوا النار التي وقودها الناس والحجارة أعدت للكافرين وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرة رزقا قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأتوا به متشابها ولهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وهم فيها خالدون.
This is a reminder for us, and it is an invitation for all of us, especially our friends and neighbors and colleagues who may not be accepting of Islam yet. And that is a reminder that the choice of figuring out who is our creator and what is his message to us is the most consequential choice. So we think a lot about, we research when we are buying a phone, or we are buying a car, or we are buying a house, or leasing an apartment, or we are figuring out who should we marry, and so on and so forth. We spend a lot of time making that choice. But where is the time in research and thinking and reflection when it comes to the question of who is our creator? What is his communication to us? And that is a question and a choice of most severe consequence. And this is what's mentioned here in this verse. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost points to the greatest miracle of Islam, and that is the book Quran. And Allah says that, look, if this book that Allah has sent down to his servant Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not from Allah, that means it's a man-made book, then all of you get together and not produce one whole book like it, but one chapter like the chapter of the Quran. Produce one chapter that is of same eloquence as Quran, that is accepted as much as Quran, that is so powerful as Quran, that is implemented, memorized, recited as much as Quran. Think about it. So that's the challenge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put forward. Something that is free of errors, something that is free of mistakes, and something that is so widely accepted and believed, and so on and so forth. So that's challenge number one. If you cannot do that, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is pointing out to us two consequences here. Consequence number one is that you will be from the people of hellfire, which Allah has prepared for the disbelievers. That's a choice. Allah is not forcing people into it, but if we choose to do that, then that's the consequence that we have to suffer. Similarly, the other consequence is the dream vacation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes some of the qualities of paradise, Jannah. And this is something that can be really helpful for the believers as you struggle to leave behind and to shun away and to leave some of the attractions of this world because they displease Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because there's a wisdom of Allah associated with those pleasures that would lead to our destruction individually or destruction as a society. So if there's some attraction that you have, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not allow it and you find it hard, then be patient and remember the dream vacation in Jannah. Look forward to something that excites you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions three types of excitement in Jannah. One is the environment, the gardens and the rivers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the foods and the provision and fruits. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about beautiful and amazing companions that we would have in the paradise, in Jannah, which would be physically and internally beautiful and with great manners. So something for us to think about and look forward to in Jannah if we choose to go that route of dream vacation with two great qualities. First of all, this vacation will never end. Secondly, we have the full energy to enjoy that vacation. We're not old and retired and so on and so forth and not be able to enjoy. So we have the physical energy to enjoy it. It will never end, and we don't have to worry about consequences. We don't have to watch our calories. We don't have to get on a treadmill to exercise and so on and so forth. So let's wish and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannah, and let's chase it by worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.